Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is our 13th lecture on Scratch game programming tutorial, and this is part 2 of the Flappy Bat game programming. So if you have watched part 1, you already know that we already have made something. So our bat is working fine, our pipe is moving, but there are some other things that we need to do now. So first thing, we want to add some codes for our pipes. So right now we have one pipe, and as we can see that this pipe is coming towards the bat. So what we want, we want to change the score. This is very important to understand how we can change the score. So here's the trick. The trick is the score will change when this pipe is somewhere here. Do you know why? Because we have our bat starting from here, so if this pipe can reach at this position or beyond this position, I can say for sure that the bat has passed the pipe. Correct? So that's what we are going to check, that whether the pipe comes here or not. If the pipe is here, we know for sure that the bat has passed the pipe. Correct? This is the important part we need to realize. So we're gonna check how we can check that thing. So remember, when you're moving, this is change of x. So if you're going from left to right or right to left, the change is x. We are going to change the x position of the pipe. So if I leave my mouse here, I can see the position of x is 177 and y is 9. Remember, we are not concerned with the value of y, okay? But we want to check the position of x only. So I know that if the pipe comes here, what is the position? The position of x is we can say greater than 197. So if the value is greater than 197, we know for sure that the bat has passed the pipe, and then we will change the score. And also what we want to do is that when the pipe comes here, we want the pipe to go back here again. So that means the process will keep repeating. So when you made score 1 and the pipe is here, and from here I want to move the pipe back at this position. So that's my job. So let's see how we can do that. So obviously we need to activate the piece of codes with this block and flag clicked. Then what do you want to check? We want to check something, right? We need if block, we need forever block. Remember, every time most of the time if we want to use if block, we need forever, because you want to check something forever. You don't want to check it just for once, right? So what we want to check, the x position. So how can we get the x position? So if you go under motion, you'll see x position, right? So we want to see if the x position is greater than somewhere here, so where we can see that the x is 190, or we can say x is greater than 214, right? You can choose any value between for example, we can say 200. So if the pipe is here, I know for sure that I already passed the bat, correct? So we can say it's greater than 200. Remember, it's greater than, right? So if x position is greater than, let's choose 210. So when it is greater than 210, I want to do something. So when it is greater than 210, that means it came here and it's keep going here, but if the value is less than 210, whenever it's moving, right? Try to realize that it's moving. This pipe is moving, and if this piece of code is looking for the x value of the pipe, so if the x value is greater than 210, I want to go back to my starting point, which is what? Go to x negative 165 and negative 3. So that's the block I need. Okay, so I have negative 165 and I have negative 3. Alright, so I will go back here. So let's see if it's working or not. So see, it's working. But I can see there is a problem. It goes back when it comes here. Right? Remember the pipe, there are two sides. This is the front and this is the back. So maybe we should use 230. Okay, so let's see now what happens. So we are waiting when the value is greater than 230. So now I can see that it's going further, right? If we use 240, it will go even further. So let's use 240 or 250. Let's use 240. So whenever the value is greater than 240, it will go back. And also we want to change the score. When the score will change whenever this code is working. So if this code is working, that means the value is less than 240. Obviously you already passed the bat. That means your bat went through the pipe, right? And that's why we have reached at this position, and then we want to change the score. Okay, so change the score by 1. Okay, let's see if it's working. And now I can see the score is changing, right? Your bat, it looks like the bat is, you might need to shrink the bat a little bit, right? It's actually up to you. If you want to make the game difficult, you may not want to extend or grow the bat. It's up to you. Okay. Alright, so now I see the score is changing and the pipe is working fine. One more thing I want to change is the costume. It looks really dark because of the background, so we know that we can paint the bat. So if you select the pipe and then if I choose color a shape, and I want to use this color, so if I see, I can color this, this, and this. Remember there are two costumes, so I need to color this one too. So click on it and then color a shape. The color is already selected. So now I see a different type of bat. It's up to you, you can choose any color you want. Okay, so now it's working okay. One more thing we need to check, if you touch the pipe, you're out, correct? The game is over. So we don't want to touch the pipe when the game is working, right? So I need to choose that. So sensing, if touching, so if touching, remember now we are on pipe, so we want to touch the bat. You can do other way, so you can go to the bat and say touching the pipe. So this is up to you. So when the game starts, obviously you need forever block. So if touching bat 2, what should happen? I want to say game over, game over, and I want to say it for a second. Okay, Okay, and then I want to stop everything, because if you touch the pipe, that means that's wrong. Everything will be stopped. Okay, you don't have to stop it, but I'm just want to stop it. We can use something else, so that will be your job to add something different. So let's see what happens now. So I'll try to touch the pipe. So if I touch the pipe, it says game over. Remember, after saying game over, it's gonna wait 1 second and then everything will be stopped, not like suddenly. Okay, it will wait for a second, and that's why you saw it was displaying game over for a second and then everything was stopped. Okay, so this is how the game works. One more thing we want to add. Remember, this is our simple version of Flappy Bat game. So when we are going to do the next part, Flappy Bat version 2, that will be an advanced version. We will have more options. So for now, we want to add one more thing, is randomizing. So how can we do that? So this is important to understand. First thing, remember your y is -3. So when y is -3, this hole is here, right? Because y is -3. If I change y to something else, let's say if I change it to -20, what will happen? Now see what happened. It went down, right? Why? Because the value is more negative, that's why it went down. If I choose, let's say, +20, so that now it will move up. Now let's see. Now you see it's moving up. That means if I choose y value between 20 and -20, and if so there is a block called random. So instead of just choosing one value, I'm gonna say, okay, my value should be between -30 to +30. So when you start the game, every time it will randomly choose a point between -30 and +30. So that means when you start the game, you'll see different positions. Now it's starting from here, now it's starting from here, now it's starting from somewhere else. So if I use more, and if I want to do more random, I can say -50 to +50. Now you'll see more random values. Okay, now starting from here, starting from here, starting from here. Okay, if you change it more, like if you put 100, you'll see more changes. So that's be your job. So now there is one more problem. So the pipe, I can see there is a space, so the length of the pipe is not enough. So how do I change it? I go to costume, and from here you can extend the size. So what you need to do, or you can just grow the pipe, that's really up to you. So if I use grow, it's growing, right? You can do that, or you can go to vector mode, and if you click on this, and if I go down, you see this small point, and from here you can extend the pipe. This is up to you. Okay, and see if you can extend it more. So you can use the tool grow, or you can extend it from the paint view. So now if I start, see the hole is here. Game over because I touched it, right? Okay, now it's appearing here. Now I see the hole is somewhere different. So then my score is working fine. I touched it, game is over. Okay, so the important thing you need to realize is the randomizing. Okay, also I want to use the random block here, so every time it goes back, if you don't change it, you will always start at this position. So if you make a point, and when this pipe is coming back at this position, this time you are always saying start from here, so you will not see any random thing, so I also need to change this, correct, and change it to what, -50 to 50, or you can say -100 to +100. This will be up to you. So now it should work fine. Let's see. So I made a score 1, my score is 2, and I can see there is some randomizing, and the pipe is coming slowly, right? You can change it, because I said move 3 steps, you can say 5 steps. That will be faster. Oops. Okay, so this will be up to you. You can modify the game, or you can also say, okay, when the score is 10, you can speed it up. So that'll be more fun, right? Alright, so that'll be up to you. So you can modify this game if you want. Alright students, so that will be it. So we have a design Flappy Bat game. I hope you understood everything. If you have any question, please let me know. And next time we will have an advanced version of this Flappy Bird game. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye.